Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome back.
welcome back.
I know it's been a little while since we've done an actual, two couch review kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like original setup. All the OGs, all the people who originally seen it, they know what this setup looks like.
Exactly.
And so, all you newcomers, now it's like, hey.
Yeah. We just wanted to try out the new computer, so we were doing some reaction videos.
Yeah, a little different.
We weren't able to do that before.
Yeah. And now we got picture in picture.
Yeah.
We could have done picture in picture in picture in picture. That's how
exactly
powerful that damn computer is.
So that being said, I think we're just gonna get right into it.
Yeah, let's go and jump in.
Obviously, by the title, you guys see it. We're going to be reviewing the first 3 episodes of Demonslayer. Kimetsu no Yaiba.
What he said.
That's how you say it in Japanese.
Yeah, I was like, what he said. I am not even going to try to attempt that.
All right. So, should we give him a little teaser of what we saw in the first 3 episodes?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
こっちだ。かなり近づいてるぜ。
All right.
All right.
What do you guys think?
It's pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
Gets you starts off pretty strong, I'd say.
Very much so. Well, then with that being said, let's jump right into it.
Yes, sir. And a spoiler warning,
Yeah.
of course, because obviously, spoilers. It's what we do.
That's what we do to help you guys out, because it stinks when people just spoil it and then you're like, oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, exactly. So we gave you a warning. If you don't want it to be spoiled, don't watch the video.
Don't watch the video.
That's about it.
Just give us a like and then leave.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start off with the first episode.
Yep.
So what do you think?
I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. It's okay. It starts out with Tanjiro, the main character. He's getting ready to leave, more or less. He's going to be going to town to try to sell some. I guess charcoal's a more appropriate way to say it.
Yeah.
Because the translation in the one I watched was a little, like, it was basically like, the translation literally said like burnt wood, but it's not. It's charcoal.
Yeah.
So with that being, he's gonna go back to town, make some money. The family is all excited because they don't want him to leave. They want to go with him. The mom's kind of like, just leave him alone. You don't have to keep working. You're gonna stay with us right now. And he's just like, no, I want to go do this. He takes off.
Yep. Down the mountain on a cold winter day.
So instead of hanging out with the family.
Yeah. So he gets to town, and everybody in town, knows him and loves him. Super friendly. And once he's done for the day, it's starting to get dark, and he's about to head back up the mountain. One of the
and by the way, this was one of those. He was just gonna make it a real quick, like, hour or 2 trip. It was supposed to be a quick trip to where he heads back home fast. But then everyone kept bugging him like, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And he ended up staying there till really late, basically just nighttime.
So this older guy grabbed him and told him that he shouldn't climb up the mountain again until morning, because he's like, I guess he basically sensed that there was going to be demons out there tonight.
Yeah, there's demons out. It's very dangerous.
Exactly. And he has, no training or anything on how to deal with them.
Yeah, and Tenjiro's just kind of dismissive on it, like, no, I'll be fine. And then he just basically, I would have just like told him like, hey, you better stay. You're gonna get hurt.
Exactly.
Just come in, and don't be.
He's like, your
hard-headed.
family's gonna be fine, but just to be safe, you should stay here for the night, and then in the morning you can leave.
Yeah.
So he does, climbs back up the mountain, only to find that his family has been slaughtered. Yeah, slaughtered by, of course, a demon.
The demon, yeah.
So he's obviously,
really distraught.
Yeah, distraught. I would say like starstruck, but that's like a bad way to put it.
No,
but he's like frozen. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
he's like frozen in place, and so his mom, his little brother, his little sister,
yeah,
and then those were all killed. All of them were killed.
Yeah,
his dad passed away before the story even began.
Yeah, because he has a little brother who's older, but not the littlest, and then there's a little brother, and then a little sister, and then his obviously his mom was killed, and then he also has another sister who's, I would assume, around his age.
Yeah, like maybe a year or two, like below.
Yeah, because they haven't specified how they are in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I thought they were dead.
Yeah.
But apparently she was alive. She's all bloodied, and he realizes that she's warm, so he picks her up, and then they start headed back to town to try to basically save her.
Yeah, get some help, because I mean they're on top of a mountain. You know, they don't have a hospital nearby or anything, or medical supplies. So while he's carrying her through the woods, she wakes up and starts like attacking him more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And he realizes that she has turned into a demon instead of being like just flat out killed.
Yeah, her. And during this time period, she's attacking him, and she starts somehow growing at one point of the scene. She starts getting bigger, and he can't stop her. And then at that moment, that's when forgive me, I don't remember the character's name,
It's Gyu.
Gyu.
Like Giyu.
Oh, okay.
Gyu.
Gyu shows up and is about to like attack, and right when he does that, that's when Tenjiro rolls and to save her, and then she, at that moment, it's like kind of comes to.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. She has like a moment of clarity almost, like where her human self kind of overwhelmed her demon self, and she like steps in between Tanjiro and Gyu, and is like, like chill, like we're good.
Yeah.
You don't need to do this. Like, I get it. You're a demon. You're a demon slayer and everything, but
you don't need to kill anybody here, buddy.
Yeah, we're chilling. So, Tanjiro like sees that, and Gyu's kind of taken aback because he's never seen a demon do this before.
Yeah.
And so Tanjiro starts to fight Gyu, and
fight back with the little axe he has.
Yeah, he has a little tiny like hatchet, you know. And he's trying to fight him off, and he's not really winning or anything like that. I mean Gyu's kind of just standing there.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, well, he's trying.
Yeah. And he's still like, Gyu's kind of still like questioning everything. He's still trying to figure out like, man, I've never seen a human protect a demon, or a demon protect a human.
Yeah.
So then at the very end of the episode, Tanjiro throws the axe up in the air like blindly, but then hides it, like runs towards Gyu and is kind of hiding his hands. So Gyu still thinks he has the axe, and he goes and tries to just basically like tackle Gyu while the axe is being like thrown up in the air, gonna land on him.
Yeah, land on Gyu, and then in doing so, Tenjiro gets knocked out by Gyu, and then at that exact moment, that's when the hatchet happens to strike right next to his head, and then that's when he realizes like, whoa, this kid actually
he almost got me.
He almost got me. There was a little master plan behind this, and I didn't even notice it, and it was actually brilliant what he did. So yeah, that's actually pretty much where the episode ends. And then
he decided not to kill Nezuko, his Tanjiro's little sister, and
that's when he tells him, you need to go find the old man to get trained. And then
Urokodaki, his sensei.
Yeah, and then that's where the episode ends, right? And then so that the next one is just him going to go find.
Yeah, so demons can't be in the sunlight. So he found a basket and fixed it up, and he's carrying Nezuko in the basket. And she actually like shrinks down, like, so she has, I don't know why, but she has this like ability to shrink and grow. So she shrinks down in order to fit into the basket, so that way Tanjiro can carry her on his back during the daylight. Otherwise, they'd only be able to travel at night.
Yeah.
So they get to like a temple, kind of like a temple, and another demon shows up and is fighting them, and this is like nighttime, obviously, and So they're fighting him off, and they're trying their best. And
Yeah,
Nezuko's
because when they're approaching that like little temple area, Tanjiro stops because he said he could smell the blood, the human blood. Oh, by the way, Tanjiro has like a really extreme good sense of smell.
Yeah.
In which case that helps drive the show itself. So because of that, he could smell the human blood. He goes in, and that's when he discovers this demon who already killed these humans. Hence, why this whole sequence is happening.
Exactly. So they walk up, and he's like, "Yo, like, knock it off."
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing, man?" So then Nezuko pops out of the basket, and they're both trying to fight this demon. And they're not doing too well, but they're also not losing either.
No, yeah, they're just
the demon is like, "Why are you, like, Nezuko, another demon, fighting with a human?
yeah.
Like, why are you fighting side by side?" And it's like, everybody's just confused because this has never happened before.
Exactly.
Uh,
Well, this is I was thinking like, I know we're kind of going a little long on it, you guys, but there's a lot to review about the show, so we're gonna speed it up a little. The demon kind of defeats itself a little bit. Tanjiro ends up tackling the demon off the edge. His body falls basically to its death. His sister saves him. They end up running into
Orokodaki,
his sensei. For now, I'm just gonna say sensei to save my ass.
Yeah, probably. Probably a good idea.
And so he tells him you need to destroy the head because the head got kicked off earlier.
Yeah.
And in that scene, that's when everything is kind of like hitting to a head where you could tell Tanjiro can't really do it. He can't get himself to actually kill this thing. The sun pops out. It ends up like burning it to death, or just not even more like disintegrating it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then that's when he tells him you're weak because you take kindness to them and you can't do that. And then from there, that's when they follow him to his
mountain, basically.
Mountain, yeah, because
pretty
literally
much owns the mountain.
Yeah, it's a whole mountain. I was just gonna say his fortress, but it's kind of like.
But I mean, that's the end of episode 2.
Yeah,
where he brings him back, and then
episode 3 is when he starts training.
Yeah, episode 3. Oh, before the end of episode 2, the last scene was that Orokodaki sent Tanjiro up to the top of the mountain and told him to make his way back down throughout the night before daybreak, and he would train him.
Yeah, if he was to make it back. Yeah.
But Orokodaki had the whole mountain set up with booby traps and like a bunch of different things that Tanjiro had to deal with.
Yeah.
And like no normal person probably could have accomplished that.
Yeah, in which case how he was able to do it was because of his sense of smell. That's the reason why I wanted to point it out earlier, because this was kind of a pinnacle scene where it explains like his uniqueness, if you will, as to why this character is very prevalent in his abilities. So yeah, that's episode 2.
Yeah, he makes it down. Orokodaki says he'll train him.
Yep.
Nezuko is asleep because
demon.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess so.
That's never explained. It's just
I'm pretty sure they will explain it, but just not yet.
Yeah, because we're on episode 3, you guys.
Yeah.
So
episode 3, it's about like 6 months.
Yeah.
He trains for 6 months and still can't. He fails like on everything he's trying to do.
Yeah.
For 6 whole months, and then after 6 months, Orokodaki says that he is strong enough, even though he keeps failing at everything. He's starting to get better. He says he's strong enough to try and cut this boulder. Yeah. And it's this giant boulder, like, a good like 10 by 20 boulder.
Yeah, humongous boulder.
And he says he has to cut it in half, like clean slice through.
Yeah.
And Tanjiro tries it a few times and, doesn't even make a dent in it.
Yeah, and he will not continue training him unless he is able to cut this in half. Otherwise, This is it. This is all he's learned, and that's all he's going to get, period.
So during that time period on the mountain, he taught him the total concentration breathing to help get blood to certain areas and focus yourself and become stronger. So he was practicing that up in the thin air of the mountain, and that's helping him with his training down on the ground level with the boulder. Yep. But he's not making any progress.
None.
And then these 2 kids, shit. It's like Sakura and Magoma or something like that. Makoma.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like it's a boy and a girl.
There
They
you
both
go.
wear masks. They both wear fox masks.
No, he wore Fox man. Well, yeah, she
They
wears
both
one,
wore
but hers
Fox.
is off to the head
It's
side.
still wearing it.
True.
Sorry, guys.
I was just trying to be a little bit more detailed with it, but yes.
So they say that they will help train Tanjiro to cut this boulder.
Yeah.
So-
and Tanjiro's a little iffy about it because he can't smell them.
Mhm.
I know that sounds very bizarre statement.
know, yeah.
It's a very bizarre sentence, but yeah, they don't have an actual human scent, so he doesn't know how to judge them. So he's just like real apprehensive in the beginning, and then he starts like really listening to the patterns and everything they're explaining to him like to do, and it's
Yeah.
really helping him tremendously.
Mm-hmm. So at the end, after another full 6 months
Yeah.
of him training with those two kids, he finally cuts the boy's mask in half.
Yeah.
And then, they're like, you see the boy like smile. You haven't seen his face yet, that whole training sequence.
Mm-hmm.
And he like cracks a smile. And then he and the girl like vanish. And before Tanjiro is the boulder sliced cleanly in half.
Straight down the middle.
So
And that's when you get that little like, how do I describe it? Almost like not euphoric, but like that sensation of like he did it.
yeah.
So-
Like a chill down your spine.
There you
get
go.
the goosebumps.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's actually where it pretty
Yeah.
much it literally like almost cuts off
Pretty
right then
much,
and
yeah.
there. Yeah. So well, with that being said, like, how do you feel about the show?
overall, I think it's a great show so far. I really like the animation. I like the art style of the characters, like the character design.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like the voices. I think the voices fit the characters really well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think it has a lot of potential to be a really good anime, like top tier. We're talking like S tier. You know, you got like A tier. This is like S tier.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Mhm.
And then with me, it looks good. It truly looks good. I'm looking forward to it. We had to watch the episodes before. We always watch it like a week before, and I actually wanted to continue watching it, but you know, we only do 3 segments or 3 episodes per segment, so it's like we only are allowed 3.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm already looking forward to the 4th. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
So, you know, with that being said,
Keep watching.
keep watching.